day, welcome to another episode of Lashijo Farms and Processor, where we show you how we raise our beds and process them. Basically, we are talking about our layers today. The first picture you saw was the kind of feed we use and also the bag of feed. Right now, you are looking at the random scaling of our beds at 12 weeks. You can see we have 1,095 and 940 grams, and the beds are actually getting big. And you see it's 790. That's 12 weeks. That's practically impressive for them to be at 12 weeks. So today is Monday. They are going to be 13 weeks this Thursday. So we are looking forward to caging them and seeing what we are going to get. So I think the last vaccination for them after we cage them should be at 15 weeks, which is going to be 3-in-1, which is IB infectious bronchitis, EDS, egg drop syndrome, and I think one other one that makes 3 vaccines. So that's one will be upcoming, and I promise to show you guys how that is done. I know that will be given intramuscularly, and also these beds, once they are moved, we intend to do the cleaning and some maintenance on this particular pen. We tend to change the flooring. We have wood covering the gutters because this pen was initially used for layers. This is the first layers pen we have, so we've converted it into umbrella pen / raising pen. And as you can see, these weights you are looking at on your screen are the weights for them at 12 weeks, and basically the weights are very, very good. And like I've said previously, the feed that we use, I already posted them early. It is called iPro feed. So if you are in Ibadan or Miadio or any part of Nigeria and you are really interested in buying this feed, please feel free to either shoot me an email or comment under this video or any of my videos. So, and you are seeing them at 12 weeks. We are already having 1.1 kg. So that's very impressive. So uniformity for this beds at 12 weeks, we are putting them at almost 70 to 75%. So also at 12 weeks, we depict them. This is the debeaking machine that we use. The purpose of this debeaking is to reduce cannibalism, and also, yes, it's one purpose is just to reduce cannibalism, because birds are very territorial. So because once they start pecking themselves, then you start having lots of birds. Lots of eggs also is another thing that we are trying to prevent with this cutting of the beak. So this is one thing that has to be done. Some people believe in debeaking at 10 days old, 12 days old. It depends on what works for you on your own farm. But for our own farm, we have debeaked at 10 days, 12 days, 15 days old. Yes, we've done it at an early age, but for this we just decided to experiment and debeak at this age at 12 weeks old. Even at 12 weeks old, when you debeak them, they are able to withstand a lot of pressure. Even at 15 days old, 12 days old, or 22 days old, when you debeak, they still are able to withstand it. So this debeaking took us a whole day to actually get this done. It is done one by one. It's a very long thing to do. So imagine you have 10,000 birds and you want to debeak 10,000 birds. You can't get done in a day unless you have 2 debeaking machine. And in order to have 2 debeaking machine, it's not small thing. I think the first debeaking machine we ever bought on our farm, I think it cost us 50,000 naira. I think this last one that we bought was 85,000. I don't know how much the debeaking machine costs currently right now on the market, because of the price of dollar and how things are right now. So like I was saying also about the debeaking, it's always very good to get your debeaking done very early in the morning or late in the evening. Reason being that because of the sun coming out, some people believes it affects the bed, and some people believe doing it very early is actually good, because then once you are done in the morning, by evening the birds are good, they have strength. And some people believe if you do it in the evening, the birds are able to, once you are done, the birds are able to rest, they are able to eat, and they are able to adapt to the situation. So this tedious work takes a lot of time. So it's one of the things that you have to do. Well, this week also we completed our pond. You remember the 5,000 fingerlings that we stocked? They are already 1 month old now. So this pond was completed. The side of this pond is 60 by 30. Yes, 60 meters length, 30 meters wide. So this is done, and as you can see, the water on the land itself, these are natural waters, and these are the fish at they are now at juvenile stage or post juvenile or whatever you want to call it. They are at this stage right now, and we eventually stocked this pond with 2,000 fishes. Yes, you heard me right. We stocked them with 2,000 fishes. We actually stocked this pond. So also by today, we intend to know what is left from the other pond. Meaning, so there's a term that we use. It's called dragging. So whenever a net is placed in a pond, when fish are removed from the pond, the term being used is called dragging. So we will drag the remaining pond this Monday. Yes, this Monday will be done. So this is right now, as you can see, this was also done that day. So this this is actually something that most people don't see like that. If you're not a farmer, you don't usually see this. So this is basically what we call dragging. Net is placed in the pond, then you remove every fish that is there to see what number is left. We remember we stock 5,000. So, and the rule of law is always that once you stock larger number or you stock certain amount at fingerling, by the time they go to Gemini, you will have lost close to maybe 10 to 20%. That's what I heard. I don't know if it is true. We're trying to see. But the first pond that we dug, we have 2,000 fishes in there. So, and that same pond, we still have some fish left in it. So I'm hoping to see what will be left in that pond. So that is what I am hoping to see, what will be left in that pond. So you see, we stock. This is the rest. The first bath was 600 juvenile. This is the second batch, which is another 600. That fish that was thrown out is basically tilapia. So sometimes you have that instances where once they give you fish, sometimes they have other kind of fish in it. So this was placed into the pond, and immediately we transferred them into this pond. What we did was we did not feed that particular day. We fed actually the next day. I would have loved to show you how the feeding went the next day. I think probably by next week I will show you how the feeding went. And as you can see this, and once we dragged them out and we actually counted, and we sorted 2,000. That 2,000 that we put in the new pond, we sorted them. Meaning, so sorting is by grading them by size. You don't, and in order to do that, you have to have a sharp eyes to actually do it. So most fish farmers do this. Reason why they do this, they want to prevent cannibalism. That's one of the reasons, and they want uniformity also, in order to they want to reduce cannibalism for loss of money. They want to have uniformity for profit margin. So this is the point. And also this week last week we bought some bag of feeds. We bought 100 bags of feed, and we go to the cattle section this week. And this is the main farm that you're looking at. That's the staffing quarters. Since we're in dry season, we have some bag of chicken waste that is on the floor. That's coming up. We are planning to do some experiments with it that will actually that I will post on this channel for anybody that is intending cattle farm. As you can see, this is what dry season does. Everywhere is dry. When you say dry season, everywhere is dry. So this is a kind of grass that we intend to plant during our during rainy season next year, and somebody is willing to give us. As we are coming to the end of this video, please don't forget to subscribe and tell more people about it. Thank you. See you next week.